Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, thanks for joining. Today we're digging into something that's been on my mind a lot lately, why most people should seriously think about starting a YouTube channel or some kind of content creation pursuit. We're living in an interesting time. AI is everywhere, options are endless, and yet what really cuts through the noise is fundamentally something human, something personal. A personal brand though isn't just a buzzword, it's about trust, connection, and showing the world who you are in a way that sticks. So let's unpack why YouTube might be the perfect place to make that happen. So let's set the stage. The world we're in right now, it's not the same as it was even a decade ago. Monopolies, those big untouchable giants, are losing their grip. People don't just want a product or service anymore, they want to feel something about it and feel connected. This is even more important in today's modern world where many people lack that social connection. People are drawn to values, to stories, and to personalities that they can root for. Think about those brands or creators you tend to gravitate towards. The chances are you're not just buying into what they're selling, you're buying into them personally. That's the power of a personal brand. It's your ticket to standing out in this age of abundance. So why YouTube? Sure, you could build a presence anywhere, Instagram, TikTok, a blog, but YouTube's got something special going for it in my opinion. It's a mature platform, meaning it's got a solid foundation, but it's still got plenty of room for fresh voices to grow. It's not as overly saturated as it might seem at first glance. Plus, it's one of those few places where you can really stretch out, showcase your style, your quirks, your values in a way that's deeper than just a 15-second clip. You find with many other platforms, you're pushed into a certain style, but in YouTube, there's a niche for everything. Whether you're into tech reviews, cooking, or just riffing on about life, YouTube lets you build a space that's unmistakably yours. Over time, that space turns into a community, a group of people who don't just watch you, but trust you, relate to you, and keep coming back because they know what you stand for. And the thing about that trust, it's modern day currency along with attention. But both of these things are also intertwined. In a world where anyone can slap together a faceless brand with AI tools or dropship products, being a real person with a real story is what sets you apart. YouTube gives you many tools to tell that story through your voice, your face, your ideas, and build a following that's loyal to not just what you do, but also who you are. But I'm going to be honest, starting a YouTube channel isn't all about sunshine and viral moments. It does take work and effort, sometimes tough work, and anyone who tells you otherwise is probably just trying to sell you something. Think of it this way, if it was completely effortless, then everyone would be able to do it and would be doing it. But building a successful YouTube channel, though, takes resilience, a little grit, and a whole lot of patience. You're not going to wake up with 1 million subscribers after your first upload. In fact, your first few videos will likely only get a handful of views, and half of those might be from your friends and family. But that's okay, and it actually is expected. The real magic though happens when you stick with it. Consistency is your best friend here, not just in uploading regularly, but in showing up as yourself over and over again. Your content, your style, your values, they need to line up. Every video you make is another piece of evidence that you are who you say you are. It's about how you earn that trust that I mentioned earlier. Think about the creators you admire. Maybe it's a podcaster who's been dropping weekly episodes for years, or a YouTuber whose vibe you can spot a mile away. They didn't get there by accident. They showed up, they stayed true to themselves, and they kept going even when the algorithm wasn't their friend. And yeah, there'll likely be bumps. Maybe your audio was off one week, or a video you poured your heart into flops. It does happen, but those moments, they're part of the journey. They teach you what works, what doesn't, and how to get better. The key is to continue anyway, because the long-term journey is what actually tells the story. Over time, that stack of effort builds into something real, credibility. It's why so many successful channels and podcasts thrive today. Not because they've cracked some secret code, but because they've proved they're in it for the long haul. And that's something your audience can actually feel. There's another side to this too though. Starting a channel isn't about the end game, it's about the subtle and unexpected things along the way. You'll pick up skills you didn't expect, from editing, storytelling, and even a little public speaking. You'll figure out how to handle criticism, how to adapt, how to carve out your own lane. It's not just an investment in a brand though, it's an investment in yourself. And that's worth it even if the subscriber count takes a while to catch up. By the way, I also have something coming up very soon that will directly help with this whole content creation journey, so definitely stay tuned for that. But overall, in a world overflowing with options, being yourself consistently and authentically might be the edge that you need. Anyway, that's all for this one. If this resonates with you, I'd really appreciate if you could like and subscribe. I've got some cool videos coming out over the next few weeks, so hopefully you'll enjoy those too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.